Joining me now live over Zoom is employment attorney Abigail Salisbury. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
What's your opinion on this? Should you advertise your vaccination status specifically when you're applying for jobs?
I think while at first impression it might seem like it would give you a big leg up over other people who have not been vaccinated, something to remember is that most of the people who have already been vaccinated are in that group 1A. And as you just mentioned, that there's opening a vaccination clinic for pregnant women. So in that group 1A, we also have people who are above a certain age who may have some fairly serious health ailments. And so that means that you're confessing or you're revealing all of that potentially to a future employer when you tell them that you've already been vaccinated.
And you're saying some people that are applying for jobs, they don't want their future employer to know their age or if they have any health condition or if they're pregnant?
Absolutely. I mean, those are all things that in many ways you can be discriminated against. Some employers would not want to hire a pregnant woman. They would not want to bring on someone who has some sort of a serious health issue. It's not right to do, of course, that's against the law, but it is an issue that happens.
Can you think of any ways it would give a job applicant a competitive advantage?
I guess that would be a know your industry kind of a thing. You know, in certain industries, it's certainly basically taken for granted that you're going to have it. So certain industries, yes, others maybe not.
Can a potential employer ask you to disclose whether or not you want to get vaccinated or you already are?
They can ask you to do it, and they can, to some extent, make you do it.
Could you get fired for not getting a vaccine?
In some cases, yes. There are a couple of options if you cannot get the vaccine because you do have some sort of a health condition which would contraindicate getting the vaccine, if getting the vaccine would be dangerous for you and your health, or if you do have a sincerely held religious belief that is opposed to getting vaccines in general, you might be able to make some accommodations regarding that with your employer.
When you say it's up to your industry, what are some of the industries where you think that you would have to get it?
From what I understand so far, people who obviously work in healthcare would be, in many cases, expected to get it. People who work in prisons, I think we can probably expect many educators to be asked to get it. So it just depends where the availability is. They can't try to force you to get it if it's not available in your area, for instance.
What concerns have you heard from small business owners, or have you had anyone come forward and say they don't know what to do because they feel like they're being forced to do something that they were not interested in?
I think a lot of my clients are just staying with what we've been doing for the past year. You know, they've already had people working from home for a year. What's another month at this point?
Abigail, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.